In an increasingly hot housing market, it's important to have the right team of people around you to get you through.
In fact, having the right team will not only cut weeks off your settlements, it'll get you in that property when others might not be able to achieve the timeframes.
So today we're going to list out 3 professionals that will make your home buying process a dream.
Number 1, comparing mortgage brokers. So Jaden, tell me why having a good mortgage broker helps speed up your home buying process.
Working with a mortgage broker can help you cut days from your finance period. So what we're finding at the moment is people that can go in there with sharp finance terms on their contracts of sale can get a property potentially for a lower price. So it's important to work with a mortgage broker who understands this and can really get your finance approved super fast and without the stress.
Now, how do I find the right mortgage broker and how do I know they're the right one for me?
First one is research. Check out Google, see what other people have said to them, and that way. The second one is ask them the right questions. Ask them what types of clients they work with. Ask them who they normally deal with. And ask them what their experience is. Are they brand new in the industry or have they been in there for 10 years? It's really important to get to the bottom of this to make sure they're a right fit for you, like you said, but more importantly, to make sure that they're going to get you to the finish line and you're not going to be left spending weeks and months sending more documents and pay slips and other things to them to not get your loan approved. Shocking.
Number 2, finding the right conveyancer. So Jaden, why do I need a conveyancer when purchasing my property?
Well, let's take a step back. A property conveyancer is someone that works between you and the bank and the seller to basically arrange settlement. They cut the checks from the bank, so they take your loan, give it to the seller at settlement. They do all the basic admin stuff in the background to transfer the property from the seller's name to your name. So working with a good conveyancer is important because they're the ones that get you to settlement, right? When have you seen this go wrong, Nathan? And what are some typical signs that you see that you're working with a bad conveyancer?
Yeah, so the way you find the right conveyancer is 1, check out their responsiveness. So before you select the person you want to deal with, give them a buzz, send them an email, see how quick they get back to you. Now, don't get confused with going for the cheapest as thinking it's the best. Because oftentimes the cheapest is the least responsive, they're the hardest to get a hold of, and they're going to give you the most stressful process.
The typical is the one-man band. They work from home, they might work out of a service office, which is fine. They can do it a lot cheaper than a bigger office. But when it comes to settlement and you're trying to settle your first home and pick up the keys the next day and organize removalists, and they can't settle because they're away or they're sick, you get caught out. And it's just not worth the stress, is it?
Not at all. Number 3, finding the right building and pest inspector. So Jaden, once again, tell me why I need a building and pest inspector.
So unlike a valuer that works on behalf of the bank, the building and pest inspector works on behalf of you as the buyer. They'll go through the property, they're usually a qualified builder, they've got a building license. They'll go through the property and look for defects and faults, look for termites, if there's rot, if there's pipes leaking, if there's asbestos in the roof, and let you know if there's any big issues with the property that you need to be aware of. So Nathan, why do you get a building and pest report? What have they done in the past for you?
So a building and pest report will help you identify areas and defects with the property. It's always recommended that you go to the inspection with the building and pest inspector so you can see firsthand the issues. They can point it out to you and you can see it there live.
It's better because otherwise you get a 12-page report with a lot of insurance disclaimers and waivers and all this other stuff that you don't understand what it is. At least when the inspector takes you through, they'll point at stuff, hey Nathan, there's some mold, hey Nathan, there's this. Then you can use that to negotiate your contract. It's awesome.
So one last thing, a bonus tip. If you find the right mortgage broker, they can hook you up with the right solicitor and building and pest inspector with their experience and their team to help you navigate through the process.
So which professional are you going to use, or which didn't you know about? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to know. And if you've got any questions or comments, hit us up at huntergalloway.com.au.